Today we're going to give you an introduction to the new firmware version for the Altrol Smart Transmitter line. This version 7 firmware will not only add increased functionality, but also change the ease of use for using the firmware for configuration needs. We will still be utilizing the same design in terms of the two buttons, but we'll be also looking to show you just how easy it is to navigate menus and to make quick changes. These will be referred to later in more detailed sections on doing things such as setting ranges, zeroing out a transmitter, but for this section we're just going to work on the interface itself. To access the menu, we just push and hold both of the two buttons, wait for it to say menu, and then let go. You can see the two menus on top, the two buttons on top. The one on the left will be used to move up and down the tree. The one on the right will be used as a select or an enter button for the most part. As you can see, the interface has been refined for a much quicker movement. So between menus it is very quick just by pushing the left button to get to what we need to. If we want to select one, we'll push the right button here and go into the further section 1.1 trim. To go up and down again, it's just the left button and it's very quick and easy. To go back a level, we hit the right button or the enter button, and we'll go right back to the level before it. Entering values has further been refined to make it much easier. Here under Setup, for example, under Upper Range, instead of seeing set increments and the other like we saw before, one button goes up, one button goes down, push to go to the next character, so on, so forth until we get to Save. Then we push the right button very quickly, and we're done and back out so that we can make more changes. As you'll note, this does not take you back out into measurement mode as in previous versions, but it'll take you right back into the menu tree so that you can keep making those little changes that you need. Other than that, the menu tree remains the same, but we have added some increased functions, and we'll walk through those. Under Trim, the 0 or Z trim remains the same. The zero adjustment remains the same as well if we would like to add to or move up the linear characteristic of the line that we're measuring. The loop test is a new function that has been added so that we can troubleshoot loops. Under the setup, we still have units, upper, lower range, and dampening settings, but we further have added the transfer function to change that to a square root for flow, and also low flow cutoff. Under the LCD, we've added more things that we can change as well. The LCD mode can still be changed from normal operating mode to engineering mode through the buttons. We can also change the number of decimal places or how many characters show after the decimal. But we can also configure the engineering screens from the button, something that had to be done with software before. In the device, we can lock out the push buttons. We can do a reset, which is a power cycle function. We can change the address for heart. So a lot of things have been added to this firmware to make it more friendly to add functions and definitely make it one of the most prominent players in the market when it comes to push button programming for a smart transmitter.